Hey everybody, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to European Truck Simulator 2, and welcome to Bucharest in Romania. You know what, we gotta get a move on here. We got a job to pick up, we've got 1 hour to get there, and I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get there. It's 30 miles, try to get there in an hour, but I can't sit around here chatting with you, I gotta get a move on. And then once we get picked up, once we get loaded up, and I can tell you a little bit more about what's going on. So, what I can tell you is, it's Monday for me, it's Tuesday for you. I hope your weekend was okay. Mine was good. It was a little bit hectic. It was a little bit weird, but it was good. It was a good weekend. I did have a good time. And how do we get out of this place? So this is DHL behind us. I don't even know if we're going to make it. I really don't. Over here? What? I feel like we're just driving around this building and our exit is up where we already were. Alright, I'm going to pop this map up, see how much time we got. We got 34 minutes to get there. I think we might make it. It's going to be close, but I think we might make it. Alright, so we'll close this. Lift axles up. That one's up. Windows are up. All right, we're rolling. Here we go. Right, so I'm feeling like, as I'm looking around, this is all part of Road to the Black Sea. Yeah, all of this, Romania, Bulgaria, and Turkey are all part of Road to the Black Sea. I didn't spend a lot of time in this area when this DLC dropped. We didn't... we came down here, I think we went to Istanbul, and then we reset to wherever we were based out of, last profile, Rotterdam maybe? Oh. But we didn't spend enough time down here, and I really do think that the newer DLC and the newer map areas are better made than the older ones, and certainly better made than base game. So I'm really liking Bucharest, and it's a shame we're about to dip right out of here. We may pass back through it, or we may just head south from here. Don't know for sure. Look at this with the train over here. I love it. I love the details. So yeah, I've really been enjoying driving down here. I came down here off camera from the last town that we were in, wherever it was that we dropped off last. So we go. What? It's interesting. GPS is telling us to go through the fuel stop, but I don't want to. So I'm going to swing it right around here. There we go. And also, when we get to our depot and get loaded up, I'll show you the front of the truck. I did get the accessories sorted out as far as carbon fiber and everything. I did that with the folks from Mod Studio 2 on their Discord. Really nice group of people. If you're interested in skinning, there are definitely some folks that will help you out. So Mod Studio 2 is free. You can become a Patreon subscriber and get some added benefits, but the app itself is free to anybody. And if you have any questions or anything, just stop by their Discord and let them know, and they'll sort you out. Either they will, the developers, or somebody in the Discord will sort you out very, very quickly. Nice folks. So we got that going. I've got carbon fiber mirrors now. Our front mirror and our top side mirror are carbon fiber. Find a good gear here. Maybe. There we go. And our aero kit on the back, our spoiler on the roof, that's all carbon fiber. Our top visor was also carbon fiber. However, it was printing on the back, like the part that we can see from inside the truck, but it was at a different scale. So if you look at, carefully through here. Like so. I'll show it to you when we get down there, but if you look at the front mirror, our front top mirror right up there, it's a nice tight, like high-res carbon weave. Looks fine from the outside, but then inside it was like, I don't know, zoomed way in. It just didn't look right, so I had to convert the visor back to just a dark gray to match the rest of the truck. But other than that, yeah, we got everything, all our carbon fiber is in place. Super happy with that. I really wasn't expecting to be driving this Volvo, but that accessory kit tuning pack that was released, you know I'm a sucker for that stuff. And we've got, there's one for the Mercedes now. There's one for the DAF. There's one for Scania. And there's one for this truck that we're in, the Volvo. We still need them for the MAN. Is there an MAN tuning pack? I don't think there is. And then the other would be Veliko. The Renault. Is there anything else? Oh. No, that's all the brands. Yeah. So I'd like to see tuning packs for those as well. I don't know if they'll ever do that. I mean, I certainly wasn't expecting this Volvo pack, but I'm glad that we got it. Because I really do like, I mean, I like mods, of course. Everybody likes mods. But I like the DLC from the developer as well. It just seems better supported in a lot of cases, and like it integrates better with base game, I think, because it's all built by the same developer. Right, so hopefully we got down here in time, and we still have a few minutes left for this job going down into Turkey. Not Turkey, Bulgaria. That's it. All right, so we'll flip around here. And then right here, let's see what we got. Did we make it? If not, there will be other jobs here. I just don't know where they're going. All right. So right through here. Did we get it? We did. Fantastic. 12 minutes to spare. Super. And we are going to Veliko, Tarnovo. Okay. Works for me. And there's our job right down there. Got clearance over here. Beautiful. So, right, what else is going on? No dates, as always. I feel like I say that every episode, but still no dates for the route DLC that we're waiting for both ETS and ATS. No sweat. Not a big deal. And what else is going on? I don't know. We just got a new truck for ATS, so I don't know if there's any tuning pack planned for ATS soon or really ever. Because that's something else that I've wondered about, is there don't seem to be as many accessories for the American trucks as the European trucks. And I'm a little baffled by that, because American truckers certainly like their goodies, I would think, as much as European truckers do. I may have brought this in at the wrong angle, and we're not going to be able to cut it around there, but maybe we will. Maybe we will. Look at that. All right. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I should just start doing the opposite. Like, wherever I think I should go, don't go there. Go somewhere else. Go to the opposite place, and then it'll all work out. We're still going to need to straighten it out, but not bad. Not bad. Yeah, let's straighten her out right here. There we are. Concentrating. All right. So we'll set the brake. Turn this thing off. Let's get loaded up. There we go. And this is, so you look at this mirror right here. It's a nice tight carbon weave. This mirror over here, I can't zoom in any closer. Nice tight carbon weave. The visor was carbon as well, but then on the inside it just looked terrible. And then up on top, the aero kit and the spoiler are all carbon. I went with this different bumper as well. This is the one that I was trying to describe last week. Fire up here. And it's got a little stack of turn signals up the side. I don't know, man. Those little dimples right there, I'm not crazy about them, but I do like the low bumper. So, and the all chrome smooth grille is not from the Volvo tuning pack. It's from another tuning pack, an SCS tuning pack. But yeah, I am liking the accessories. I am. All right, so we'll put this up. Get rid of that. Hop in here. Put her in gear. Here we go. We want that. Here we go. So what else is going on? Nothing. Seems to be kind of a slow time in gaming. And, you know, my life is always so different one year to the next. It's really hard to remember sometimes, like, did this happen last year? Did this same thing happen last year? I know February is typically a really slow month, but we always have the holidays as sort of a landmark for that. You can't miss the holidays. Go through here. You can't miss the holidays. They're too big. In the U.S., from like Halloween till New Year's Eve, you're just bombarded with it. There's no way you can miss that. And then for business, the first week of January, people are doing inventory. They're doing books. They're setting budgets. They're doing audits, all that sort of stuff. So it's an easy time of year to remember that certain things happen around that time of year. Not a problem at all. And now we want this one like that. Yep. So that one I have no problem with, but I do forget, like, every summer, does it get like this? It just seems, well, this summer, I don't know if there's ever been a summer that I can remember in my lifetime that's been like this summer. So obviously all bets are off, but I feel like things do get a little slow for gaming this time of year. Everybody's out of school. People are going on vacation. It's just not really a time for gaming. And it's not a time to drop something that people would need to not spend a lot of money on, but you know what I mean? It's just not, it's not a time when people are about gaming. It's a time to be going to the ocean, right? Going on vacation, spending time with your family, being out of school. Oh, that's the impression I get. Could be wrong, but it seems like it's always kind of a slow time for gaming, and then this year even more. So the only title that I'm really waiting on is F1 2020, and we'll see what that's all about when it drops next month. I've been spending time in F1 2019 to get ready for it. Through here. This is dicey. I don't know what happened with that bus. If they're behind us or beside us. They're behind us. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to straddle this white line. Play it safe until we get through this traffic circle. There we are. And I've also been, I did my first 3-hour endurance weekend in Assetto Corsa Competizione. It wasn't a full 3 hours. It worked out to 2 hours because I have medium race length selected for my career mode. So if you go full length, that's 3 hours. If you go full length, it's 100%. If you go medium length, it's 66%. And if you go short length, it's about 33%. So 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour accordingly. So I got a 2-hour race. I did a 2-hour race at Monza. I swapped over at the end of my first season in career mode. I swapped over from the Mercedes GT3 to the Nissan GTR. And it's a whole different kind of car. I mean, obviously it feels completely different. It drives different, but the fuel use is completely different as well. So I spent the first 40 minutes of the race just tucked up behind first place. I got up to second and just hung out behind the Lamborghini in first place, saving fuel. Did my first driver swap at 40 minutes. There, you have to do them within the windows because you got a maximum time that your driver can be in. So I put my second driver in, and everything got kind of shuffled when we came out. And I got back up to second, but I could not get to first. I couldn't get behind first again and draft off them like I had been concentrating. Anytime I get quiet, I'm concentrating. And then we did second pit stop, and I had saved enough fuel that I only had to take on a little bit of fuel, new tires, everything was good to go. I didn't have to do any repairs. I had taken no damage. Everything was fine. And I was about 12 seconds. I was still in second, but I was about 12 seconds behind first. and it became clear very quickly that there was no way I was going to catch them. So I figured that's fine, I'll settle for a podium. And I had third between 3 and 5 seconds behind me, like at any given moment. What? All right. Is the traffic a little different lately? Is it me? The traffic seems a little different. Might just be me. Everything was fine. I had resigned myself to second. I was confident of a podium, and with about 4 minutes to go, I tangled with a back marker. I was lapping a back marker and tangled with them, spun, hit the wall, and immediately was told, go to my pit for repairs, which I did. They took about 3 minutes, and I got back out and finished 12th. So it was really a drag, but you know what? I handled it really well. And I don't mean that it's like, I don't know, some kind of an achievement that I didn't have a fit, but it's one of the first times that I've really just felt, hey, you know what? That's racing. And it could be because I'm in career mode. It could be because I've been spending a lot of time in the race sims lately, but I don't know. It didn't bother me the way it has in the past for something like that to happen. Like, I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad at the AI or anything. It was, you know, that's just racing. But I'm curious if any of that has to do with, hang on, concentrating. I'm curious if any of that has to do with putting in like hundreds and hundreds of practice laps in GT3 and GTE. I'm really starting to feel like I'm getting to a point where, I don't know if you've ever heard the expression, the slow eye. Somebody has the slow eye. And the slow eye is when things that seem to happen very quickly for other people, that person, I mean, obviously we can't see it from their perspective, but it's like they just seem to be out in front of things that happen very quickly in a way that makes you wonder, do they see that happening as fast as I do, as fast as we do? And they say baseball players, a lot of baseball players have the slow eye, that if somebody threw a baseball at you or me at, you know, over 90 miles an hour, it's just terrifying, right? It's to see a baseball coming at you that fast. It's really, really unnerving. But for a professional baseball player, they've got the traffic is different. Traffic is different in this DLC. I swear it is. They got the slow eye. And so for them, I mean, it's still fast, but it's not coming at them like it is at us. I feel like I'm starting to get the slow eye in Race Sim. And I just saw how low we are on fuel. I'm going to pull in here. Well, no, I'm not, because I missed the turn. But we do need to get fuel soon. Let's call it soon. I do feel like I'm starting to get the slow eye, and it's a really weird progression to be able to like observe. But especially in the GTE and LMP2 cars now, there were turns and complexes and different combinations where for the longest time I just felt like it just came up so quickly. It was there all of a sudden, and I wasn't, you know, closing my eyes and throwing the car through. But it did feel like I'm not really doing anything through this turn or through this complex. I'm just sort of, you know, I'm getting the first part set up, trying to get my speed just about right, and then I'm just kind of pointing it at the other side. And it feels like now I'm participating all the way through a complex. And even within the complex, you know, moving the car in or out to be right on the apex, or adjusting angles, adjusting my line mid-turn. And even though I'm going the same speed I was before, or in some cases faster than I was in the past, it still feels like everything is happening more slowly, and it's like I can observe what's going on around me in that turn, in that complex, better than I ever could before. I'm also I'm driving with a lot more patience than I ever have in the past, and things like spending 40 minutes right behind another car, knowing that I could pass them, but just focusing instead on saving fuel and being really smart, trying to be patient. carefully. The traffic is really kind of freaking me out. I won't lie to you. I mean, something just came out. We just paid for something. Ugh. All right, are they stopping? Yeah, they are. Okay, here we go. So I put all that together, and I think that may be the reason why when we did get crashed out, or when I crashed myself out, I guess is a better way to say it, it was disappointing, for sure. After 2 hours, it was disappointing. But you know what? That's racing. And really, having done what I did up to that point, I have nobody to blame but myself. With another car, with third place that close behind me, I didn't really want to dick around with that back marker. I did want to get past them. But in hindsight, maybe I could have waited just a little bit longer. Maybe myself in third place would have been fighting for second, really, that they would have caught up to me while I was waiting on that back marker. But I certainly would have finished better than 12th, right? Even if I lost second and finished third, that's still better than 12th. So I don't know. It's just a new way to drive. It's a new way to race. And I don't know where it's coming from. I definitely feel like I'm getting it. After 2 years of being on the wheel, I feel like I'm getting it and just able to feel the car better and put it where I want it more confidently. So, I don't know. Could be a lot of things. But whatever it is, I am enjoying it. I'm really looking forward to getting a better rig as well. I don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully this year. But I would like to go Fanatec. The price, you know, it's crazy to think about spending a couple $1,000 for a race rig. But even Thrustmaster, which is the brand that I'm on now, even Thrustmaster can get pretty pretty crazy pretty quickly when you're talking about, you know, 600 or 700 for a base, and then, well, I mean, you can go with a Thrustmaster production wheel. Those are 300 or 400, but there are plenty of custom wheels for a Thrustmaster quick release, and those are going to set you back anywhere from 500 to 2,500. Thrustmaster has load cell pedals now. I'm not like pimping for them by any means. They're just the brand that I happen to have at the moment, but I'm not like on an affiliate program or anything. It's not like that. All right, so we turn here. We still got a little bit of fuel, enough to make it to the next fuel stop anyway, hopefully. So we turn here. So yeah, looking forward to that. And whatever system I get, I do want it to be a system that will at some point accept custom wheels. I would really like to go down that road at some point, so to speak. But the idea of having a custom or semi-custom carbon fiber F1 wheel and a carbon fiber GTE, GT3 wheel, I think that would be perfect. I also need to get something with enough buttons that I can have everything represented. I feel like at the moment, every sim that I'm in, every race sim that I'm in has like, I don't know, 4 buttons, 5 buttons that are the same, but then they all add a few that are different. So it's a good way to describe this. Like Assetto Corsa Competizione is all GT, so there's no DRS button. F1 obviously has a DRS button. So I would like to get a wheel that has enough buttons that I can have everything represented, even if it's not going to be used for the sim that I'm in. In other words, if 4 buttons are the same, then every sim has 2 that are different. I get a wheel that has 16 buttons, and whichever whichever sim I'm in, I'm sorry, I'm concentrating, trying to get through here. Whichever sim I'm in works just fine with those buttons. It said stay to the right. Yeah, these are tricky, man. It really is, like, it really is tricky to get through here. Am I supposed to stop on this thing? Do I wait here? What happens now, sir? All right. Okay. And it also looks like we need to sleep. So let's do this. We're at 25 minutes. Let's do this. Let's roll on out of here. And the next place we see that has fuel, we'll pull in there and fuel up and then take a nap. And we'll call it there as well. We'll end it after 30 minutes. But, there we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Now this one, well, I can't say I definitely remember it because they could be reusing models and assets, but I remember this from when this DLC was first released last year. I remember this truck with the guy with the mirror. Oh, and I got the dog out too, sir. You're in trouble, buddy. And I remember this bridge. I do. This is the bridge from Romania to Bulgaria. Yeah, this celebrates something. All right. And I don't know how much further we have to go. The road's going to be pointed straight here, so let's pop a window open and see how far we have to go. We could be just about there. Another 5 or 10 minutes. I'll finish off camera. I really try to keep these at 30 minutes now, so let's get over the bridge. And we'll find a place to park. Yep, welcome to Bulgaria. And I think we got another border control right down at the bottom of this bridge. Oh, okay. I remember this one too. Yeah, we loop around. We're going to loop around and then out. Okay, so we'll do the loop part, and then over there, sort of where we exit this complex, I see a couple of beds, so we'll pull in there and get some sleep. It says trucks this way. All right, this is very narrow. All right. So around here, now what is this place on our right? All right, some kind of facility. Can't go left, so we're going right. I just heard our first yawn, so we do need to get some sleep. This is going to work out perfectly. All right. We got green lights, we got red lights. There's a green light right there. Now I may reset, after we get down into Turkey, I may reset, because we haven't been in the UK for a long, long time. All right. A little further. There it is. We haven't been in the UK for a long, long time. And that's a cool part of the map as well. So we've been spending a lot of time to the east. Maybe we can get out to the western part of the map as well. All right. So we paid, was that a border toll? Is that even a thing? Oh, that may have been for the bridge. Okay, so then over here, this is the other side of the border. All right. Back down to first. And then right up ahead, I don't want to leave this complex without pulling in. Right up ahead, I can see a bed, I think, on our right. So we'll go around the bend here and get pulled in there and spend the rest of the afternoon and the evening, and then head out tomorrow morning. Right. This person is not stopping. Golly. Okay. All right. So we want to turn in... can we? Can we turn in from this road? That looks... I think we wanted to go in from the other side of this parking lot. I don't know if we can get in there from here. Maybe? No, I think we would have needed to go in from, yeah, from the other side where we came through. Okay, now what? There's another one right over here, it looks like. Let's try to get into that one. This red truck back there is making me nervous. This guy's a bit of a menace. All right. And to get to this one, I don't even know how we get to it. So we go up here. And just U-turn? Yep, we're gonna have to. All right. So we go around here. Well, that was exciting. All right, welcome to Bulgaria. But we made it. So let's pull in here and back this thing in and we'll call it. Like so. Beautiful. We're even in the trigger. Right. Brakes on. Engine is off. There you have it. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of European Truck Simulator 2. See you next time. Take care now.